All right, let's do this Hurricane Nicole update here. Updating you, the Eyewall is around Melbourne, Florida right now. Yeah, I know I'm a little tired because it's like sleep here, but just keep you posted on what's going on. This is one of the traffic cameras here that I've been watching on and off, and you can see here there actually has been some transformers blowing here that I've seen a couple. You can see how heavy that rain is. It's really coming down. And if we look at the radar here, you'll see that's where the heavy rain is right here over Melbourne, approaching Melbourne, just south of Melbourne. This is the eye wall right here. This is probably the most intense part of the storm, this part of the eye wall right here. Again, there's the huge eye of Hurricane Nicole. Still a 75-mile-an-hour hurricane. And right now, this was as of 1 a.m. It's located 27.2 north, 79.9 west, 30 miles east-southeast of Fort Pierce, Florida. 75-mile-an-hour maximum sustained winds, moving west-northwest at 14. Minimum sun's pressure 980 millibars to 8.94 inches. And we have here latest observations that hurricane force winds extend out 25 miles. So it's a narrow hurricane force band, but look at how big that tropical storm force extent is. And a buoy located 25 miles east of Cape Canaveral, Florida, recently reported a sustained wind of 56 miles an hour and a wind gust to 67 miles an hour. So this is pretty impressive stuff here. And again, you can see that's the eye wall conditions right there. See that really heavy rain and strong winds. That's the eye wall that they're getting into right there in this area. Looking at the satellite, that's our satellite, but let's go and look at Nicole here and try to load Nicole in here for a moment. Well, while waiting for that to load, here's the latest in the power outage situation. 57,182 customers are without power in Florida right now. And if we go over here to the weather and hazards map here, let's look at the latest observations here from this area. And looks like we have a 69-mile-an-hour wind gust just reported at Melbourne International Airport. 63-mile-an-hour wind gust at Patrick Air Force Base. So this is the area that's really getting hit the hardest right now with these winds. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust here, also being reported at Cape Canaveral as well. So yeah, this is the area that's really getting slammed right now. This buoy still not reporting any. Is it giving us any wave heights? It is not giving us any wave heights, unfortunately. And it looks like its temperatures and dew points also got knocked out. So we still don't have any actual wave heights in this area. But I imagine it's pretty damn intense in this area right here. And again, you're looking here. Here we go. This is what's going on right now in the eye wall right here. And like I said, I've seen some power flashes here. Not while I'm taking video, but there's definitely been some here. And it's not surprising considering this is now the core of the storm now. Moving through this area, the core of that eye wall, which is where the most strongest intense winds are, especially on the north eye wall. Quite strong winds and heavy torrential rain. Let's see if we can get another view here. Let's see if we can get one more. So that was a good view because you can really see the wind blowing there. All right, there's the airport. So let's see. This one doesn't really take video. All right, that one doesn't take video because it's not a green one. We need a green one. These ones along the highway kind of suck. So yeah, this is, that's still along us. That's why I use that one because that's like one of the better ones that there is to look at here. Here's another one here. So this is another one. This is Suntree at US 1. And yeah, you can see that wind blowing there. Pretty strong there, moving the camera around quite a bit. Yeah, this is what's pretty much going on here. I want to go back to that other camera because that was really the best one there was. This is like in the hardest hit area right here, and you can really see, again, that really heavy rain and the wind blowing very strong there. Look at that. Look at that camera shaking. It's incredible. Really incredible right there. Look at that. So, yeah, this is some pretty strong winds Very strong winds right here going through right now in this area. I'm surprised the power is still on. Like I said, I have seen some blinks here and there. See if we can catch another one of these on camera, because I'll just show you. See, I mean, looking at these conditions here, it's pretty impressive. You can see, look at that wind blowing. That's quite a lot of wind there. That is the Eyewall coming into Melbourne right now. So that's what it looks like. Pretty intense stuff. Pretty intense. I wish I could make that larger, but that's as large as it gets. You can see this is some pretty intense stuff right here. So this camera seems to be showing it really well. And again, if we look at the radar again, which we will refresh here, you will see that's where they are, right there in that Eyewall, coming into places like Satellite Beach. Refresh this. I know it's just centered over New York, but it's geolocated. But again, this is, yep, there it is right there. It's coming in right now. Here's the Eyewall. All right, so it looks like actually it's going to lighten up a little bit where that camera is, and it's actually the worst of it's going to start become more to the west of this area. But you can see, yeah, it looks like it's getting a little bit better there now. So it looks like the worst parts of it are over here. But again, these views are absolutely, I mean, you got to have this zoomed out a little bit. Here's something a little better here. Let's see if we can show you what this one looks like. If we can get it to load here. Doesn't look all that bad over there, but I guess that spot isn't that bad, but it's going to get worse as that Eyewall moves into inland. So that Eyewall is heading in, and it's going to be pretty severe. It gets here. Let's look at this one here, and we'll wrap this update up because I'm tired. But, I want to load here. Come on, load. I don't have patience for you. Yeah. Don't have patience for you. We'll just go back to the other one. That's not it. Where is it? Here we go. So this is the area that seemed to have really gotten hit very hard here by that Eyewall. But it will start to quiet down a little bit in this spot eventually. But yeah, you could see some pretty strong winds there. So that's going to wrap up this update here on Hurricane Nicole. And we'll have more information tomorrow on the damage this thing is doing. I'm sure there's quite a bit of storm surge, flooding and stuff. Fortunately, it's not hitting at high tides. That's one saving grace. Otherwise, it would have been a whole lot worse. But again, the Eyewall is definitely moving into Melbourne right now as we speak. This is the Eyewall right here. And it looks like it's just about made landfall right at Vero Beach. Looks like Vero Beach might actually be in the eye of the hurricane right now. So again, this is a big eye too. Look at how big that eye is, 60 miles wide. Incredible. So that's it for this update on Hurricane Nicole.